گل صد برگ تابستان و میار فرار از ملکی مالستان و میار فرار از ملکی مالستان و میار از آن روزی که گشتم از وطن دور جگر پر درد و دل نالان و میار جگر پر درد و دل نالان و میار مسلمانا در اشاره شمایم غریب و بیکس و به آشنایم غریب و بیکس و به آشنایم چلم پر کوبیدی باری مسافر کیم شو اینجی و فردا کجایم کیم شو اینجی و فردا کجایم دلم از دود تنباکو سیایم اگه باور نداری نیگوایم اگه باور نداری نیگوایم اگه باور نداری نیره بیشکن تمامی پرده های نیسیایم تمامی پرده های نیسیایم
So our first speaker of this afternoon will be Dr. Yahia Baiza, who will be delivering a short talk on the importance of education and community building. So please give him a round of applause.
Hello and a warm good afternoon to everyone, and congratulations to the Hazara Council for the United Kingdom for organizing such a wonderful and historic event. Thank you very much for inviting me as well and to giving me the opportunity to say a few words. I want to highlight, I want to draw your attention to how the world in the modern time is changing, and I think it's very important, particularly for parents and for the young generation, to know how the world of modern education and how the advancement in information and particularly digital technology is changing the world and how it's influencing our lives from pre-primary education to university, as well as our economy and as well as our society. You might have heard the word knowledge society, and might have also heard the word information society. And the way and the reason that these terms and concepts have been coined over the past many years, it is because advancement in digital technology. And it is digital technology that is enabling us to access information and to access knowledge wherever, in whichever part of the world we are. But I would like to draw your attention also to a fact that whatever you access through the internet is not knowledge, and whatever you access through the internet is not information. So you have to be careful, and you have to distinguish between what is misinformation and what is information. So not every part of what we call information society or knowledge society is not in real sense of the word information and knowledge. So it is up to us how we distinguish between what is information and what is misinformation. So we should not make ourselves and our hearts and our brain a dumping ground for everything what we read and what we access through the internet. Having said that, I would like also to draw your attention to another very important point, that what we call power asymmetry. Power asymmetry is again is a concept that is closely related to digital technology. So whoever has access to technology and whoever has the knowledge of how to operate technology has indeed access to power. And I would like to draw your attention that the way that the current digital era, digital technology era is changing the world. It is changing our education system, it is changing our economy, and it is changing the structure of governance, it is changing the structure of power, and it is changing everything around us. So it is very important, regardless whether you are a teacher, whether you are a businessman, whether you are, I don't know, engineer, whatever field of education and knowledge you are pursuing, or your children, make sure that you update yourself continuously. In the past, up to, let us say, 5 to 10 years ago, if somebody had a degree in, let us say, business administration, I can tell you that that degree was in some way maybe seen as a kind of a degree for life. Or somebody who had graduated from a university with an engineering degree, let us say 40 years ago, the person had a very long duration of time to gradually update his or her skills. But the current digital technology is changing everything. If you get a degree today in business administration, make sure and understand that the expiry of the degree and knowledge that you have is about 5 years and not more than that. So it means that you have continuously update your skill, you have to update your knowledge. And I give you a very brief example of how this digital technology is changing our societies. When the coronavirus the outbreak happened in December 2019, and by March 2020 we all felt the impact of that. Now you can see that how families have been struggling in the pursuit of their children's education. Not all families are digitally skilled enough. So until the COVID-19, we were talking about literacy and illiteracy in the very linguistic term. That if somebody is able to, if somebody is able to read in English or in Persian or Pashto or any language and is able to read and write, so that person was literate. And if person could not do that, that person was illiterate. But today, that concept of literacy has changed. What we mean today by literacy, we mean digital literacy. If you do not have sufficient digital literacy, what happens is that your gap or the digital divide is going to be translated into a social divide. So those who are well equipped with digital technology and knowledge of digital technology are able to help their children and brothers and sisters and community members much better. And those who are not are going to be left unfortunately behind. So this divide is going to be translated into social divide, and then social divide is going to be translated into educational and academic divide. So therefore I'm emphasizing upon the importance of digital technology and making sure that whatever degree, whatever aspirations that you have for the future, make sure that you equip yourself with computer skills and with the modern technology. My last point is that I don't want to take much of your time. We are living in the hyper-connected world. Now, hyper-connected world is a concept that is closely related to digital technology. In the world of hyperconnectivity, people, ideas, and information are traveling faster than ever before. So it means that the digital technology is bringing a lot of advantages with itself. However, there are challenges as well, and that challenge is particularly for parents and for the youth, where to find a reliable source of meaning. And I'm repeating this, and please remember, where to find a reliable source of meaning in the modern world. And this is very important. Why? Because hyperconnectivity is going to be accompanied with the lack of tolerance. And lack of tolerance means when the social divide is increasing, inequalities are increasing, then there will be less tolerance. Less tolerance means increasing activities of violence. And that increasing activities of violence is giving an opportunity to extremist groups and movements. And these extremist groups and movements are going to hunt and prey the young people in order to pursue their agenda against existing systems. Now I mentioned the word reliable source of meaning. I would like the Hazara Council for the United Kingdom, I would like to emphasize that this organization is a reliable source of meaning for the community. Please remember that this organization and the organization that you have are reliable sources of meaning. So make sure that you stay attached and you keep attached with this organization. If you don't come together here, you would probably miss a lot of things. But when you are coming together here, so you are strengthening the community, and by strengthening your community, indeed you are strengthening the future of your children, and you are protecting them against extremist movements and groups that are looking for the pursuit of their own agenda. So having said that, and I wish a very happy afternoon for everybody, and a lot of success for this and similar organizations of our diaspora around the UK and around the world. And I look forward to enjoying the rest of the afternoon with all of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Yahia. As somebody who works in software industry, I do understand the points you've raised. With the world becoming more digitalized, global digitalization is becoming more important. We'll see a massive transformation in the next 5 years, as we saw in the past 2 years with COVID-19. I'm sure no one was ready to work from home, and almost all of you are working from home now. So that is the transformation. Thank you very much, Dr. Yahia. Our next speaker is...
خواهش کردم که اگر میشه در فارسی گپ بزنیم. پس معذرت میخوایم، فارسی من اون خوب نیست، مگر مسائل خودم میدونم. رسیدیم به پوشن اصلی ایونت ما که است اوورد. ما از شما خواستیم که در 9 بخش مختلف ما ازتون خواستیم که در 9 بخش مختلف کسایی رو نامزد کنیم که شما احساس کنید که واقعا لایق قضیه اووردار دارن و ما بیشتر از 60 نامینیشن رسید کردیم و ما رو به جاجای خود دادیم. جاجای ما هست آقای اسد بودا، خانم راهیلا محبی، ربیع خان، احد بهادری و اکرم گیزاوی. جاجای ما لطف کردن و باید که شما درباره اون نفر را نوشته کردیم، خواندن و 3 نفر تاپ را انتخاب کردن که 2 تا از اونا را ما که نام شما را اعلام کردیم. خواهش میکنیم که در تیبل خود باشیم، مقصد استارت شویم تا که همه که شما ببینن و بعد از اون ما وینر هر کاتگوری را اعلام میکنیم. Okay, so میرسیم to the first award که از Academic of the Year و award را دکتر حمید رضایی به شما تقدیم میکنم. تشکر.
Thank you very much, Shayla. Well done, our beautiful party there. Very well done. So, I just want to say awards don't matter. The fact that we are here today is a massive achievement and we have to be proud of that. Having a platform like this run and managed by Hazara is a massive thing, and we have to appreciate that. But going to awards as the Academic of the Year, our first runner-up is Dr. Arif Sahad. Dr. Arif Sahad is a researcher within the Centre of Excellence in Terrorism, Resilience, Intelligence and Organised Crime Research, or CENTRIC, at the Institute at Sheffield Hallam University in Sheffield. Thank you very much. Round of applause for Dr. Arif Sahad.
Please, certificate for them, but as registration, collect going. Okay, so our second runner-up for Academic of the Year is Mr. Asad Shafoi. Please give him a massive round of applause. Thank you so much. He is the director of the Hazara Encyclopedia. He has spent close to a decade leading a team of academics who conduct research and background studies into the Hazara ethnic group. This has culminated in the production and release of the first volume of 12 of the Hazara Encyclopedia, published in 2019. So in addition to this, they've written dozens of articles on Afghan politics, as well as translating 6 books on Afghan history and politics, including the Hazaras of Afghanistan. And they've worked as a leading researcher for the Encyclopedia of War, as a university lecturer in Kabul, and is a member of the editorial board for a number of weeklies and magazines. So thank you, Aghay Shafoi.
Thank you very much. And the winner for that category is Dr. Yahia. Dr. Yahia is a research associate at the Institute of Ismaili Studies, where he completed projects on the Hazara Ismailis of Afghanistan. Congratulations.
Congratulations.